Alright, individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit. Damn, son. I agree? I agree? We're hitting that. They're hitting us with this knowledge right now, guys. What's going on over here? What is going on, fam? 1 second, guys. That's some crazy stuff right there. I'm already scared based on how they're kind of like they're hitting us up with these tricks. I don't know if I should even continue right now. Yo, those girls are looking fly though. Let's get money. Get money. Yo, I'm about to put my Doki Doki up in you, girl. Let's see, settings. Text speed. This kind of sounds like goddamn Yoshi music right now. Is the audio perfect for you guys? I'll put it a little auto forward time. Nah, I don't know about that. There, I just want to make sure that the audio is good. Yeah, this is getting ridiculous already. Full screen, unseen text after choices. No. Alright, new game. Enter your name. Nah, they know who we are. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Yo, she's clubbing. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! 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 I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say like that like you were ignoring me. That's mean, Fice. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. Yo guys, if there's more than 7 girls in this goddamn game, I'm telling you right now, all the girls are gonna have the same light voice, and you're gonna hear Fice and then the same girl voice for all 7 others. I usually do really good audio, but there's only so many girl voices I can do. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Now get on the bus. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Fice, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in any clubs, bitch! Unless we clubbin'. How's it going, Gracie? What's up, Lydia? There's only 4 girls, don't worry. Yo, can I do 4 girl voices? I missed reading with the Fice. I haven't been looking either. Unless we looking at that ass. What? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's talking about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. That sounds like us. That's pretty chill. Jedi Battlemaster said, are we on Twitch? Yeah, we on Twitch today. If everyone could pop over on Twitch. Bad Fice, she's 18. 18's a legal age. Scouting? I mean, what? 18 technically is a legit age. There's nothing bad there. There's no harm, no foul. But yeah, I'm assuming they're college students. Dude, I can't tell their anime age. You can't blame me. What the hell? Let's see. If she's 18, then I'm 18 as well in the game. There's nothing wrong with that. I am bad for saying, yo, she's 18. Scouting. Let's see. I was talking about how worried I am that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Yo, trust me. Trust me. I'm a streamer. I got some social skills. She's questioning us, guys. She's questioning us. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy, but I die the thought of you becoming neat in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl that's always freaking late? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me wants to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. This is going to be a lot of text, guys. How the hell did they make this? I could see why they call this Doki Doki Literature Club. The fucking game itself is literature. Because I would have been happy with at least some form of voice acting. Maybe some like, you know, some Japanese voice acting. Like, and I'd be like, okay, yeah, I could take a quick breather. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. So everyone wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Damn, son. Hell yeah, guys. Shout out to everyone coming through, hanging out with us. What's up, Batman? They're all 18. Don't worry, son. Yes. A NEET is a young person who is not in education, employment, or training, by the way. I did not know that. That is knowledge right there. That's some straight knowledge right there. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah! There is no way I'm going to club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. This character, like, there was no, like, hey, fill out your portrait, but this character that we're playing as, I'm totally on board with. I am not a fan of reading Game of Thrones books. I'm good at watching the show, I'm not good at reading the books. Same thing with any other type of things. Let's see, Batman said, hello, Fice Man, and hey to the chat cave. Yo, shout outs to everyone. Yo, guys, if you guys are able to hang out on Twitch, definitely be sure to pop in there. That's where I would love for all of us to group up. /Glitch said, I'm the vice president in a 4-person club. Why? Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Fuck your literature, girl. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? I don't want to. Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. Yo, give us the choice to deny this. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hehe. Don't make promises you can't keep. You on your own, girl. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to plan all this out. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. That bad, huh? I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. So are we seniors? It said third year. So if he hasn't really gone there, he's not a junior, but either he's a senior or a sophomore or a freshman. I don't understand that last sentence. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I didn't even sign up. I came for a cupcake, bitch. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, one I don't recognize. She's probably not even an adult right now. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. You know, that's what I was kind of thinking, so we're staying away from this one. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. She made the cupcakes, though. You see? They know the weakness. A way to a man's heart is his stomach. I don't know if it's every guy, but I'll tell you straight up, me, you try to get to my heart, you better be knowing how to cook. That's what I'm saying, guys. A way to an Italian dude's heart is definitely the food, guys. All right, here we go. She's also the one who made the cupcakes. Yep. You can just ignore her when she's moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika. Is that right? Monika! That's right. It's great to see you again, Fice. Monika smiles sweetly. Hee. We don't know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Wink, wink. That cupcakes. Yo, thank God I said cupcakes instead of... I was gonna say another type of cakes. And it wasn't gonna be good, guys. We're trying to keep this PG-13. Mikey said, oh, Fice playing this. I can't wait to see his reactions. My boy Mikey just came into the chat cave. Shout outs to everyone hanging out. Yo, guys, just letting you guys know, if you guys can pop over on Twitch, definitely come through, show them numbers. Show them numbers. Let everyone know on the Twitch side that we mad strong on both YouTube and Twitch. But yeah, let's see what we got. We do know we rarely talk. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Fice. We need to make you room for the table so you can sit next to Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of cupcake were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Yo, she's about to get a little more if she doesn't calm down. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, look for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you dummy! Alright, chill out, Jesus. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Oh man, this is tea time? Yo, I don't care how fine chicks are, I'm just not down with tea time. That's the weirdest thing ever, guys. Athletic for girls means flexible, by the way. Yo, that's new technology I did not know, Kami. That's new tech right there. Knowledge dropping. Kami putting that knowledge in right there. Let's see. Lydia said, as a reminder, this is more of a visual novel. It's gonna be a slow build, so be patient. Yeah, I appreciate the fact that you said that. I so appreciate it. Because I don't know how much of the dialogue we're in. We've read this much dialogue so far, and we're probably like this far in. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Wink wink, nudge nudge. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Yo, I think she's hitting on us, guys. I think she's hitting on us right now. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I actually personally do not enjoy tea. Who here likes tea? I don't. Let's see. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Oh, yo, who's gonna get the D first? Who's gonna get the D first? We shall find out. So what made you consider the literature club? If she would have said hot chicks, I would have went with that first, but honestly, I was not planning on it. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own literature club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing and the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. That's not the first time I heard a girl say that to me, guys. Just an FYI. Dropping some knowledge right now. I do. I love tea. Yo, I'm a funny person. I just don't... Tea's not my... The only time I drink tea with honey and lemon is when I'm sick. Let's see. I'm digging that Yuri chick. Choose her, Fice. Go for the flexible... Yo, I'll go for the Flexi Lexi one. Let's see. And if it encouraged others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika is a really great leader. Yuri also nods. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort into something to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm and literature. So Fice, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutteredly quarreled to myself, half joking. Natsuki suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Oh, she's doing this, guys. She's doing this. She's doing this. That's sexual tendencies right there, son. That's crazy stuff. But her doing this just made me want to take a drink of soda, so whatever. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. I start falling asleep. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obviously by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Horror. This chick is the last chick I would want to pick. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped for something I can relate to at minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you can say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror! Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give it back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is as cute as you are. Sayuri sidles? Yo, is that a real word or did she mean slides? I think it's slides. She's sliding up in that DM. There's no such thing as a sidle, son. What the hell's a sidles? Sayuri sidles up behind... Sayuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exploding, son. Exposing your vulnerabilities. Yo, exploding your vulnerabilities, I'll go with that. Exploding your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. We'll all sit in a moment of silence. Let's see what the fam is saying right now. I read mad dialogue. I want to see what the fam's talking about. Sidles is a real word. I totally never ran into that terminology before, Lydia. I gotta be honest on that one. Ambush B said, Yo guys, how you liking reading with the Fice right now? We pushed you far enough to actually play it. You guys have, son. You know what's the horror about this? Wait. I wanted to finish eating the ice, chewing on the ice before I continue. You know what's gonna be the real horror of this? Me getting to the end of all the text. You guys said it's a slow build-up, so I'm going with it. Well, we are gonna find out, guys. Sidles is a verb, Jedi Battle Master said. Sidles, walk in a furtive, unobtrusive, or timid manner, especially sideways or obliquely. Obliquely? I think that's probably how you say it. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. What? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at MONIKA. MONIKA! Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we all share them with each other. That way, everyone has one. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now we have a new member. I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Fice? MONIKA smiles warmly at me once again. Yo, I can't turn that down. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. Because they all did the fucking... They moved! All four girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Fice... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. God damn it! How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Don't let emotions cloud your judgment, motherfucker. Just fucking... Our character's a pussy. It's okay, guys. It's okay. We're gonna roll with it. That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lighted up. Or light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really came just for cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then it makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. And thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. MONIKA looks over at me once more. Fice, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. We can express our feelings after this meeting if you want to. Can I really impress the class star MONIKA with my mediocre writing skills? I have no idea. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Fice, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walked home together anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Yo guys, I'm confident that by the end of this game, my voice is going to increase on 3 octave levels. It's no longer going to be the deep bass voice that you guys know me as the Fice. You're gonna eventually hear, hey guys, it's the Fice! Welcome back to today's stream! We're gonna be having some more fun with Doki Doki literature, or if you guys are ready, let's do this! This is how I'm gonna be talking moving in the future if I keep doing this. My voice box is just permanently gonna get, like, scarred. It's gonna be crazy. Ambush B said, it's a slow build up. I'd read through it though, decently fast if you want to. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori. Natsuki. Oh, Yuri. Yo, it's a competition between Yuri and MONIKA. MONIKA, son. That MONIKA, though. MONIKA didn't say shit about horror, though. She didn't say shit about horror. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer with one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of the circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick your words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, anime is gonna be the little one. Determination. Oh, fuck. I don't want you. I don't want you. Who the fuck is unstable, son? Who the fuck is unstable? MONIKA's the flexible one. Yo, how do you go to flexible? Lust. Lust. Where's MONIKA in all this? This is... Yo, son. Whirlwind. Candy lipstick. Oh, fuck you. I don't want the little one. Warm. Fuck! These are not the ones I want. Climax. Yes! If it's one of these 3, you know I'm going for one of these 3 instead of MONIKA! You can't choose MONIKA, son? Graveyard. We already know this freak wants some crazy shit. We're gonna go for the psycho, son. We're going for the psycho. Heart. Philosophy. Marriage. Marriage. Wait, sweet said bouncy, son. Bouncy. I'm such a freak. Oh, what? How did we get the... I'm not asking this. I'm not asking this. You guys knew in my head. You guys were in synergy on what the fuck I was expecting on bouncy. And we got the little one. So fuck it. This is tough. I don't want tragedy. I want frightening. Let's see what we got. Yup, you guys knew what the hell I was talking about. Why the hell we got the fucking little one as bouncy, son? That's bullshit. Pleasure. Yes! Sensation. Doki Doki, son. Ah, fuck. The hell's kawaii? Guys, what is that crap again? What is this? No, that's not, I'm not down with that. Adventure. Beauty. Damn it. Nightgown. God damn it! Ah! Yo, these are baits. These words are fucking straight baits. Bed. What? Alright, that one actually makes sense. Emotional words. I thought romance would have been one. Yeah, suicide was one of them. I didn't want to hit that. Yo, what should I do for this last one? I want purple hair. I want the purple hair. Broken? What? How are you broken? Fear. What the fuck? I'm done. I'm done. I did not want Sayori. God damn it. God damn it. It was supposed to be the blue-headed girl. I took that test and fucked this over, guys. I'm sorry. I tried to go for the blue-haired girl. Hi again, Fice. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. I hope you do too. So, see you at 6 o'clock tonight? Yep. What's up, Amy? How's it going? Yuri likes long words. Oh, man. Blue-haired, purple hair? I think purple. Blue. Purple, blue, it all doesn't matter. It's the same thing. At least one of them doesn't... I mean, there's pink, there's other colors. You guys knew what I was talking about. You guys knew. Her hair is purple, but okay. Let's see. Guys, alright, real talk. I'm a dude, and I'm not looking at her hair. Just for your info. Just for your... I'm not picking that girl because I'm like, yo, she has nice purple hair. I'm just saying that right now, so please don't get on me about fucking up her hair color, son. I'm a dude. I am a dude. That's so funny. You guys are like, yo, her hair is purple. Get it right, Fice. Get it right. Like, damn. I'm sorry. You're looking at her books. Let's see. You guys crack me up. Amy said, I like spiders. Ah. Alright, let's see. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Fice. Yeah, her hair is purple. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature than you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join the clubs this year. Actually, I told you. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, and you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in her club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying MONIKA and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. Fice always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Fice can be good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! Yuri even bought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal, but it really isn't. Oh, what do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Time for the Fice fam to rescue her. To not feel shy. Don't worry about it, girl. I got you. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a really short read, so keep your attention. So you should keep your attention even if you usually don't read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I thought she was going to say, well, you can read it at your own place and I'll be there with you. I look forward to hearing what you think. Let's see what we got. Thank you guys so much for showing that love and support and hanging out. Is that why you don't let me touch you? You're such a manga-loving weeaboo freak. Son, Fice is here to save the day. No joke, son. We got this girl on lock. I look forward to hearing what you think. Yo, I'm sorry, Yuri, but real talk, you're only second rate because we can't pick MONIKA. And I hope you know that. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected MONIKA to kick off some scheduled activity for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and MONIKA are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent it to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading it a bit, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious of how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, and that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obviously here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Good choice, my man. Good freaking choice. Oh, go bake some cupcakes for your dad. You talking about the anime midget? Yo, we do not want the anime midget. Batman said he finally saw the Justice League. Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. How was it? That's why I'm not friends with you. Yes, Monika equals waifu for lifeu. Let's see what we got. I definitely will start reading it soon. I'm glad. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and a relatable story. Is that so? What's it about? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experimental prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of the relationship, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of... It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ah, Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Fice? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. So, she's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems so completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you relate to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling on, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything, well... I guess it's alright then. But I feel I shouldn't let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please, stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That's just, you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. Oh, what are you saying? Just a moment ago, you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book. I'm thinking these naughty thoughts about her, son. I quickly relieve the book that I had put into my bag, son. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something that I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or something. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk... Oh! We sliding in that DM, son! We sliding in that DM! I like it. 50 Shades of Purple, son! Kami said this is 50 Shades of Purple! I've done some digging. This is foreshadowing for the next game team Salvato's making. Okay, I'm back from dinner. What did I miss? Yo, we're sliding up in her DM, son. I slide my desk up against Yuri, then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right arm to open the book. Ah, I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. Ah, I do the same with my right arm. Yo, this is overly complex of a situation. I got my fucking right arm available. You got your left arm available. That's all we need to know. They made this a 30-page dialogue of how they teamed up on fucking holding a book together. This is getting ridiculous. I get it's literature club, but they're making the basics seem insanely tough. The character file transformation QR codes and talking Monika DLC have made some pretty good clues. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it with her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. My boy's getting a boner. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Yo, she smiled at us. She smiled at us, guys. A new animation. The smile. When we see the smile, we get all happy and all excited. Because we see the smiley face over there. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, you can do that, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, she assumes that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue to the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. This guy is talking like he knows how to give literature out, son. He doesn't know much about literature, but listen to this last sentence. So, yo, guys, it's reading with the Fice analysis breakdown right now. This is the EA Sports analysis breakdown right now. If a person doesn't know how to fucking do similes, metaphors, or any type of descriptive discussion of fucking sentences, my thumb gently, like the fact my thumb lets go of the page. Like me, if I was writing this, because I honestly don't fucking read. I don't read books. I'm hoping an M. Night Shyamalan shit comes soon. M. Fice Shyamalan, son. Fice Shyamalan over here. I would have been like, yo, my thumb lets go to the page, and the page goes to her, and she catches it with her own thumb. But this motherfucker explicitly said, gently letting go, fluttering over to her. That's OD, son. That's OD. This guy is lying. The protagonist is lying, saying he doesn't read. Intimate exchange. He's like a league above him, above all of them, way more, son. He says he doesn't read, but he does read. You don't use that type of... It's just the context is way too strong, son. Like, he browses books instead of Pornhub. I know this. I know this for a fact. This is way too professional. This last sentence right here. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's a bit more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Fice, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I'm more meant that it's kind of cute. Ah, why are you saying that all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from a book cause it's too close to the top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters on your own time. Alright. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then slip it into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Hell yeah. Let's see. Amy said Yuri is pretty cute to be honest. It's TBF, but I think it's to be honest. Right? Right, Amy? That's what you meant? Just to make sure? Let's see what the fam is saying. Yo, I'm sure M. Fice Shyamalan's coming through, Kami. Don't worry, we got this. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on the wrinkled sheet of a loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Yo. Oh yeah, no spoilers. No spoilers. I'm gonna have to remove that message. I think it's removed like that. Yeah, I'll have to remove that message. Please, no spoilers, guys. Remember that this is a blind playthrough, and also there are other people that have not seen this as well. So please be very conservative on the messages you say, because you do not want to ruin it for anybody. But yeah, welcome to everyone hanging out on the stream. Dragon Ball Man said, yo, I'm not gonna show it to Natsuki, I'm showing it to Yuri. I want to show it to Yuri, guys. I want Yuri Monika. Yo, Monika, son. Monika, yo! Monika? Monika! We want to go for athleticism! Monika! Yo, Monika, son. I should start with Monika! Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I wanted her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Fice. Having a good time so far? Ah, yes. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the clubs, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Fice. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's a sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. Great job, Fice. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put some effort in. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know, that Yuri likes this kind of writing. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It kind of takes years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level though. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. Oh, oof, Monika. You can't do that to us, Monika. You can't say things like that. She's saying try some new things, son. Monika! A little bit of Monika in my life, a little bit of Dana by my side, a little bit of what I need. Yo, son. But she has books. Let's see, I like to see, yo, she wants to see us try new things, son. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah, about that. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. Yo, listen to the music. It couldn't have been me. See the direction? The spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform. It's, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Shout outs to Maximus for joining the family. How's it going? Guys, give Maximus a warm welcome. Let me see what everyone's saying right now, son. She knows what this is. Amy says, Hi, New, I'm Amy. Holy shit, Natsuki, my senpai, I'm here, son. Alright, let's see what we got now. I'm kind of nervous to talk about these stuff like that, but it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Brainstorm. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should see my poem next? Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional! What was that? Did I say something out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. When he was telling us this story, it's like, yo, gently and blah blah blah. He's lying to us. This dude's plotting. Yo, I think the character we're playing with is plotting on us. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just mean, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kinda learned up to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I've recognized in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. Jesus, this girl can talk! Jesus, this chick is a fucking epilogue in herself. Forgive me, guys, but I'm about to back out on trying to get with this chick. One, she's sounding a little pompous right now, son. That is so unattractive. She's being a little pompous with our handwriting right now. She was complimenting us at first. I was happy. I was feeling it. I was like, yeah, girl, that's right. I wrote this for you. We were trying to get it in. Then she's like, oh, I could see you're a noob now. You're right. I see this bullshit. That's not right. That's what skip buttons are for. People talk, you know. Humans and words. People talk, you know. You know what else people do? Lydia, after a certain time in their life, they actually pass away. And we have a finite amount of time, and I think she just took 70% of our life on this stream. She took 5,000 years of our lives, guys. She's giving you advice. Let's see. I also hope that everyone else in club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Bam! Judgmental. Being a dick. Sorry. It's fine. I'm telling you, son, she's passing judgment. She's passing judgment on our reading. There's a thing between critiquing and a thing between goddamn, like, son, she's just being messed up right now. But Yuri likes you so much, son. Resident sleeper, son. Resident sleeper. Resident sleeper, too. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or to me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Because you're talking so much shit about ours. Let's give you some feedback. Let's give you some critical, spiteful feedback. Please do. I love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles and dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Yo, we wrote way more than her. We wrote way more than her. I know this. You can't be acting like a fucking poem goddess. And you just made like a fucking haiku, son. Your shit's like 7 lines long. I don't respect this. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining sheet light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickened blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calmly breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That's what I give that. You flicker back, I flicker at your poem, son. Alright, I'm done. I'm done with that. Get that haiku out of here. Amy said no woman is good enough for you except MONIKA! Creepy. Eagles can fly, but Fice Gaming can try. Let's see. Here is more than 20 words, I think. Damn, that's good, homie. God damn, if my uncle wants me again. Yo, Resident Sleeper is getting real right now. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Yo, I was gonna say that. I did not like your cursive writing, son. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took a long time to read. It took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Or I liked your run-on sentence, if that's what we want to call it. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. That's right. It wasn't too short. Oh, it was short. It was short, girl. That shit was short. You want to talk professional right now? You want to talk professional on reading shit? Son, I put an hour on my fucking poem. I picked 20 words. And I know I made like 20 sentences. I wrote an essay. I wrote an essay. I wrote a sentence for each goddamn word. I know I did. I did it last night. You fucking wrote us a run-on sentence, you call it a poem, and you bring that shit to literature class? What's wrong with you? I usually write longer poems. Keep denying that shit. Nobody has seen your fictitious poems, Yuri. I don't care. I don't care if you're pretty. I don't care. We're being honest right now. Gave us a goddamn run-on sentence. Says that she usually writes longer poems. Show us another poem. Show us another poem. Yo, she's not showing us another poem. Screw cursive. I agree. That's what she said to you. There's no need to fear. I got here. That's right, Paul. That's what I'm talking about, son. Real Fice talk right now. That shit was damn short. Usually write longer poems. Give me another one. Because I got enough time to read that other one. Not at all. Alright, we're being a little too nice about this. I'm really glad you liked it. I never said I liked it. I said it was aight. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Fice. Really? Really? You titled it Ghosts, and now you're saying it's not about ghosts? You switching it up? You're making people read more than they got to? God, I hate Literature Club right now. I must have totally missed the point, especially the fact that you titled it. It's like, you know what, guys? I'm gonna make a YouTube video, and I'm gonna title it Ghosts of Girlfriends' Pasts. And then, it's not really about ghosts, guys. And that would totally make sense if people are searching for ghosts of girlfriends' pants. And then they're like, yo, I was searching for ghosts. You came up on the search. You know what? Your poem came up on the search. It sucks. Yuri's losing points right now. Poetry is about symbolism. Lydia said poetry is about symbolism, son. It's about saying one thing and meaning something else. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't thought of that. That's impressive. Huh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Fice. Me too. Let's go to the dickhead last. We're gonna go to Sayori next. Yes, you made me a prisoner in this literature club, Sayori, so let's go about it. This is a good poem, Fice. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the facts that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean that I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Fice. Deep down, you're not selfish at all. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that's part of the reason I joined. Knowing this much, this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here. That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll be reading my poem, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you tasting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That's the best poem yet. She has written the best poem. Even better than the Fice fam, guys. Come on. I'm done. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a bit to yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. At least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean, I still tried my best. Ah, yes, I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Let's go to the dick now. I know she's gonna be a straight dick. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. You want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. This piece of shit is trying to talk shit about ours? Is talking shit about all? Oh, no, son. I cannot. That's ridiculous, son. This girl is asking for 5. Creeps over to the YouTube side. What's up, Arcane? How's it going, man? 100 out of 100 best poem. Best game, son. Yo, this fucking poem right here. This is ridiculous. Oh, the poems tell so much about their characters and story if you look at them right. Eagles can fly, son. Eagles can fly. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Or is it supposed to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like eagles can fly. Not everyone knows that eagles can fly, so I make sure they know that eagles can fly and people can try. Because that was the message of the poem. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight onto the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. You saw that, right? I said, eagles can fly, people can try, and then I put some bullshit there. You like it, right? Yeah, it's not bad. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with her last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from that away from her. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. That's bullshit, bro. Our poem's the shit. You need to chill out. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting, my eyes laid on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. I'm gonna kill you. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? Do you mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Fice did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Fice liked my poem too, you know. Yo, they are fighting for the Sausagino right now, son. They're fighting for the Sausagino. I'm gonna let that linger for a minute. Maximus Morin said, see it, this was a good stream. Thank you so much, Maximus, for hanging out. Much love, man. Yo, this is absolutely amazing. Let's see, bed jumps, cats, people, that's yours. Fice, your poems are random words. Bed, jump, cats, people, that's yours. Yo, don't worry, son. Our poem is elite. Our poem is the best around. You can tell by the way he's writing this. Alright. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Fice appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Fice started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both the girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Fice, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself, and I learned to appreciate that if she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning, I actually respect what she's saying right now. I totally am on a board with Natsuki on this one. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Fice. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Fice? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with they'll probably think more highly of me. Shit, son. Shit, son. I want Yuri. I want Yuri. But, son, I want Yuri. Shoutouts to Felix Renegade for joining the family. How's it going, Felix? Yo, are we going for Yuri? Yo. There is no Monika. I so want Monika. But there's no Monika. Monika! Monika! I want Monika so bad right now. Do I see a cat fight starting, son? Yo, but is that gonna prevent us from getting Yuri, son? Ask for help, son. We're saying ask for help. We're gonna... Call the army, son. Call the army, son. Call 911. Yo, son. Natsuki! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori. Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Fice. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri that what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want to get along with everyone and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautifully pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands up triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't even able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see herself get hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I can get a chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Fice, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. This was just one fucking day? This was just one day. Oh my god. Yo, son, this is crazy right now. Call the National Guard, son. It's resident sleeper, Batman. And maybe you learned something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more of the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Fice, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Theory beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does this kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I ever seen them fighting like that. I promise they were both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Fice, it's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Marshmallow, son. That's a big ass word right there. Marshmallow is a big word. Who you gonna go for? We're going for Yuri, son. Sticky, son. We're going for Yuri. Go for fancy words. I'm still down for lust, yo. I'm down for lust any day of the week, man. Unrequited! How does she know unrequited? She is a judgmental person. By vivacious. Tenacious. Rainbow. Disaster. Fester. Boop. Anxiety. Doki Doki, son. Vertigo. Raindrops, breathe, universe, fantasy, infinite, covet. Sing, playground, pure, contamination, philosophy. Heaven sent. Star promise, email, sparkle, vivid, uncontrollable. Frightening. Extraordinary. Bullshit! Yeah, that's a big ass word. Graveyard, waterfall, childhood, pink. Waterfall, graveyard, atone. Another day passes and it's time for a club meeting. I've gotten a little more. Let's see, you 365 gotta love. Bed, cause anything can happen in bed. I reminds me of Nora. I like Boop. Yo, I wanted to pick Boop so bad, but I know it wasn't gonna be Yuri's thing. The Sayori's been your friend for ages and obviously has unrequited love for you. Oh! Maybe. I think Amy's onto something. Amy's definitely onto something. Yo, guys, just to let you know, it's been a minute since I've gotten to say that. Shout outs to all the sponsors that are hanging out. So far, we got 2 sponsors sponsoring the Fice family. We got Tuba Cody and we got Robot Space Ninja. Shout outs to them for supporting us financially. Really means a lot, guys. If you guys want to support us, definitely there is a Patreon thing. Also, if it's your first time here, hit the subscribe button if you're watching from YouTube. If you're watching from Twitch, hit that follow button, but I highly encourage you to come over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button, show that support. Also, join us on Discord if you want the Discord link. The Fice fam can put the link for you guys if you are not part of the Discord chat. It's an amazing community. We hang out there and talk all the time. So definitely be sure to pop over and hang out with us if you want to be part of an amazing community. I cannot emphasize how cool the people are in the community. Alright, so let's continue with the festivities. Yeah, thank you guys so much for putting that the link right there for people. If you guys want the Discord link on YouTube, let me know and we'll put it in there as well. So I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days, entering the club room and the usual scene and greets. Hi, Fice. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to being in the club. You being in the club. That's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess I always it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just want to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I could lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Wah! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in the books, in her books as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Fice to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mysterious little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really think you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't help much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have accepted the revolution. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil in all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she's told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. What? Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It wasn't totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're gonna go through a lot over just one cookie? Natsuki takes one bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah. Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and gets behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Aw, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Yo, that sounds awkward. That sounds awkward, fam. Natsuki's cookie, son? Took a bite out of Natsuki's cookie? I'd take a bite out of Natsuki's cookie any day of the week. You know what I'm talking about, baby? Yo, Natsuki, bring that cookie right here, baby. I got you. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful of Natsuki, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laughed as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just doing something. She had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried about or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I just kinda started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play sometime for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds so cool. I'll look forward to it. Yeah, let me see what's going. There is so much stuff right now. Welcome, Natsuki, to the stream. We got a bunch of people joining the Fice fam hanging out with us. Thank you guys so much for showing that love and support. Let's see, bad Fice, yo. Let's see what... Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Fice. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So did I miss anything? Did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back in her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri! Huh? I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she relieves a small pitcher of water from the shelf, and the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this into the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri, we're gonna make some tea, so... I suddenly realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monika, please mind your own business for once. Or, do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Fice in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Fice. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Yo, son. Yo, we about to get it in? We about to get it in, guys. Monika! There's so much reading, guys. It's crazy. What happened to you, Natsuki? Alright. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but... It's also not right for Monika to judge people like that. Fice, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Fice, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do anything any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try to express myself a little bit more. It turns out, it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Fice. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Fice, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Huh? What's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's mostly because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. That sounds like bullshit. That sounds like bullshit, guys. Do you think Yuri watches Yuri? Yeah, looks like she gets back pain. Yo, man. A girl that gets back pain, son. Yo, guys, real talk. Real talk. Can we perform activities with a girl that has back pain? Her boobs are big, though. I mean, it has to... It's either a few things. She's telling the truth about reading posture, her boobies, or she's doing some extra activities we do not know about, guys. She's doing mass murder and killings, and we don't know that shit. I have no idea what she's doing right now. I'd say steroids. Alright, so I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies, and I kept it hidden from Sayuri's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As in sync, we assume the same reading positions as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides up closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in the position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Her chest! We are about to go for the treasure chest, fam! We are about to hit that first base. Wait, is that first base? What are the bases again? Is it first base? Is first base kissing? No. Or is first base touching? You see, that's very weird. That's very weird. Like, first base has to be kissing because groping seems a little more invasive. We're about to go for the treasure chest, son. But don't worry, guys. In the next chapter, like all pirates, not only do we go for the treasure chest, we go for the booty, baby. Booty bay. We going for that booty, son. Booty schmooty patootie, son. What's that? They're in sync? Yo, son. Bye. Oh man, son. It's a booby trap, son. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her treasure chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have some of this if you want. Ah, that's That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both her hands. Yo, look at the glistening of the lights right now. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my knee! On top of my knee! Victory, son! Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and then I hold it up to Yuri. He doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. I'm feeding baby girl, son? I'm feeding baby girl right now? Yo, that is like one of the most intimate things you can do. Giving food from your hand to another person's mouth. That is insanely intimate, son. Oh, son. But that means I can't stop there. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. In her mouth. Ooh, look at that. We got chocolate in her mouth, son. Melts in your mouth, not in your hands. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Huh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Fice? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right? I mean, not really in this context. Context, but yeah. Yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. We don't need to stop? Yo, let me just stand up and just get my pants. This is crazy. This is crazy. This girl accepts anything. She's accepting chocolates in her mouth. She's accepting credit cards. This is crazy right now, guys. Yo, why is this next level happening, son? Yo, like I said, Ruben, if she's 18, we're 18 in the game, son. This is how this world works. I'm 18 while I play the game. But like I said, yo, that is an intimate thing you do. You cannot simply just put chocolate in a girl's mouth with your hands. You might as well be sticking your penis in there. That's crazy stuff. You don't do, like, you can't do that to another adult unless you are actually intimate with each other. That's a very intimate thing right there, son. I'm surprised she took the chocolate. We're about to give her that vanilla chocolate. Amy said, you 18? You look about 28. I'm actually 31. But in this game, I am 18, son. I am 18. Let's see, Fice, I see. The situation has gotten really tense. That's what I'm saying. Yuri tries to return the book, but I can tell by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri's parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. We're getting some tonight. We're getting some. We're getting this, guys. We're getting this. Lydia said, calm down now, damn. Amy said, jealous much? Chocolate to dick is a big jump. You can't just feed someone like that, son. And it's a second time, son. We are getting some tonight. This is way too much right here. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Son, this is clockwork right now. This is clockwork. All right. Okay, everyone. Wow. Yuri jolts back. You see? You see, now that's perfect evidence. The fact that she's shy about that also shows you. When and if... Let's see. Then, I'm gonna need a cigar after this. Yo, seriously, son. I know, Ruben, you think chocolate to dick is a big jump. But it's not chocolate to dick. It's chocolate. It's feeding chocolate to a girl's mouth. Like, you have to say the full context. You putting chocolate in another adult of the opposite sex or same sex, whatever you're into, you doing that to another person that you're not related to, insanely intimate. Because the closest, you have to understand, when something goes in your mouth, that's the most intimate thing you can do. That's the most intimate thing. When you're eating, that's intimate. That's what I'm saying. Like, that type of stuff, you don't do that unless you feel 100% comfortable with someone. Sticky on the next poetry, Kami said. It's time to share poems. Fice, can you help put Yuri away? Yo, I can put Yuri away, son. No. Fice, can you help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without as so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Monika first. Hi again, Fice. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monika. Oh, right, this one's good. Wait. Once you go chocolate, you can't go bococolate. Instead of bocolate, you can't go back. Then it must be scary if that's how you think of eating. No, when you're feeding it to yourself, you're being intimate to yourself. No problem. But if you're having someone else feed you, that's very important. It's one of those things, like I'm saying. It involves a lot of things. Trust, intimacy. There's a lot of emotions and ideas with that. At least I have dinner. Did you know I was here? Of course, Yester. How's it going, Yester? I like your flower icon. Let me see. That's so funny, son. I can't get over the last statement. Ruben said, chocolate to dick is a big jump, son. It's the context. It's feeding someone chocolate in their mouth with their hands. That's the important part. It feels like you're not getting more comfortable. What? It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much of a personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Huh? You completely misunderstood. Ah, calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monika kinda whispers that last part of me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying... But anyway, do you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you like it too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. She threw in RGB, 255, 255, 255. Guys, what color happens when you put 255 on all the RGB colors? Give me the answer right now. Hook me up with some knowledge. I want to see if you guys know. An endless cacophony. Cacophony is a bunch of loud noises all coming together, guys. Not sure if you guys know that shit, but that is the word of the day if you guys want to know what the fuck cacophony was. Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveform, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, mathematics in the house, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. Whew. An endless poem of meaningless. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how I space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines, really short, makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be an abstract and physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this a tip about even writing? What am I even talking about? Ah, ha, ha, ha. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I skipped the ending of the poem? There was more? Holy shit, there's a lot of text. Damn it! I don't know what I missed, guys. It says load me. Yo, it says she put load me on the fucking poem, son? Yo, she said load me on the poem? Let me find out, guys. Ah, the fourth wall. The game's breaking self-awareness. What does the poem say? It just spaced, then said load me. I totally did not see that part. Let's go to Yuri, because Yuri's gonna like us. Let's see what you've written today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Fice. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing, maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write to myself. And besides, People just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway. Do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah. I do. If it's with you. The raccoon! It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an inordinary human. I gave the raccoons a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions on the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. A classic I don't know that word. Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value and I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean, well, I think it's something that's different, that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's these sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Yo, talk about metaphors. This is fucking crazy, son. What is the difference between a dirty bus station and a lobster with breast implants? I have no idea what the hell that meant. Let's see. Pavlovian. It refers to Pavlov's dog that he trained with food. Ah. Kami said it's not about a raccoon. It's not about a raccoon. Yo, seriously? It's not about fucking... it's Resident Sleeper. I thought it was about Raccoon City. Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Fice? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Fice. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I'd be so comfortable sharing my writing. But now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's really a nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me, and for a moment her timidness seems to disappear. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go to Sayori, son. Oh! I like this one, Fice. It has some nice feelings in it, and I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is an important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me either. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, that's right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little both. There's a word for that, right? A word that looks bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings is all. Thanks, Fice. I should go write that down now. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh yeah, let's get, MVP poem, son. Poem of the year's about to happen right now. Let's see what we got. Bottles. Oh, she's popping bottles now? Popping bottles of the ice? Like a blizzard? When we do it right, getting slizzard? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and a forefinger and plunk what out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Let's see what else we got here. We got bars. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. How you guys like this shit so far? How you liking these bars so far? Let's see. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? Yup. I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. This is a tough one, yo. Is she rapping right now, son? She's like, this is mad metaphorical. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Bars. That was the argument from yesterday, son. She doesn't remember shit. Yo, her attention span is that of a day ago, son. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monika taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be very proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meaning to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it kinda hard for me to be pessimistic. Time for Natsuki! Fice M&M, son. What's up, King David? How's it going, fam? Yo, let me see. Kami said, so is she popping Lexington like M&M's? Lexington. Alright, let's see what Natsuki says now. Natsuki, the sun deer, Monika, the yen deer, and Sayori, the mo, and Yuri, the dan deer. Yo, this is such a trippy game. I liked your last one better. Really? Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy and more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri's head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through the bullshit. Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Amy likes spiders. Amy likes spiders. Alright, here we go, guys. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Ickly wriggly hair, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she's like spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up, and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Racist? Amy has a lot of spiders. Wait, what? Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. She's very simple-minded and biased. I don't like this bullshit. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm not going to tell everyone. And I'm going to tell everyone. Okay. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I fucking hate spiders. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with such simple analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares about who cares what someone likes? So she's talking about people giving her shit about manga. There's probably people talking shit about her and the manga, son. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? So Amy is her in this case. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to yours. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri is pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that that's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding the words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday, but the way you put it sounds like she learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her handwriting style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I wouldn't make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Yo, this is crazy, son. My voice is getting hurt right now. Okay, everyone. We're all done for reading each other's poems today, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much time. We won't need much more than a few decorations. How's it going, Dark Corruptor? Welcome to today's stream. Yo, this is crazy right now. Amy said it's a metaphor of how she feels about liking anime if he's worried people will think. She's worried people will think she's weird, and if she tells them she likes anime and manga. That makes sense. How are we here already? Yo, guys, how far in the game are we out of curiosity? Just kind of curious how far we are in the game. Yo, I'm kind of with Kami on this one. I'm waiting for Fice Shyamalan to start happening. Dark Corruptor said, is this your first playthrough of the game? It actually is. Holy shit. We're about 30% in, guys? 30% in? We have been streaming for almost 3 hours. Let's see. Sayori has been working on a poster. We should probably save. There. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't help us. That doesn't tell us what exactly we're gonna do for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing. Performing? Monika? Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting the posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that. I'm so sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Let's see. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with the others to inspire them to find the same reasons that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and MONIKA have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is try to help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get it over with. Alright, phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Aha! That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem. We're gonna practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! MONIKA! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, do you think you can, do you expect to do it in front of strangers? No. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. MONIKA flips through her notebook and to the specific poem she has in her mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way to Fly. They fly. MONIKA begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Let's see. Dark Corruptor said, this game is kinda long, and you're only 30% through the game. That's crazy, man. Let's see. Dark Corruptor said, but out of your time you spent playing the game, what do you think about this so far? I think it's interesting as a reading dialogue since I could talk to you guys and kind of hang out. I don't have to be really focused in the aspect of like, you know, kind of being zoomed in on the game and stuff. I could actually read and then take a break and talk to you guys, which is awesome. Same, not much. Watching Fice play this family-friendly game. Let's see. Yeah, and have you ever played a dating simulator like this before? I have not. I can't say that we've played a dating simulator game on stream before. We've played games of like choices and decisions like Dawn, what is it called? Until Dawn, or like the Telltale games. We've played those, but I have never done a dating simulator on stream. This is the first one. But let's see. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is this simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on MONIKA. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayuri? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glanced at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. In just a moment, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns, and in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she finishes. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she was bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first one to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that she must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem in her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next. So Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayuri, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayuri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem is aimlessly cheering like Sayuri is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayuri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayuri! Even Fice liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle deliver wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time I'm gonna make you pick up a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Fice. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Fice lower everyone's standard a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me. Yo, look how they're looking at us, guys. Let's see, Amy asked, have you played the Stanley Parable? I have played the Stanley Parable, but I've played it personally. I have never played it on stream or whatever. But yeah, no, that game was really cool with like the choices you can make and stuff like that. Let me see, Dark Corruptor said, yeah, this game seems a bit slow, but it's actually building slight tension as each text moves forward. Okie dokie, I'm back. Welcome back, Rob. So everyone is Al Pacino in this book club? Son. Yeah, let's see what they got. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else is. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time, though. Maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a deep breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh, well. Do you at least feel prepared to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so. Well, I guess in this case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming, though. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like right now. Make sure you pick up a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too, Fice. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort into the club. It makes me really happy. Haha, yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up. Let's try to write some poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nice so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find enthusiasm as Sayuri and Monika, but I'll have to do my best to get through. It's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monika. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayuri? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kinda adorable, isn't it? Yo, this is getting... There we go. There we go. Geez, guys. Don't make a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Fice. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayuri once more. Even though it's been a few days, a lot of things have already changed, but today Sayuri's a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayuri. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayuri fumbles with her words. Who did you want to go for the first time? I went for Yuri too. I'm going for Yuri. I'm going for Yuri, son. Fice fam is going for Yuri, son. That's what we're doing. Sayuri fumbles the word. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I would walk home with Yuri. Friend zoning her. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down. Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. That's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright. So yo guys, it is 9:48 right now. We've been streaming for about 3 hours. This is the deal, guys. We usually stream live 10:30 p.m. Eastern. So what is gonna happen is I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna eat some dinner, and then when I come back at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, aka in just about 50 minutes or so, we are gonna continue playing either this game or we're gonna continue playing another game. You guys are saying that there's something that's gonna happen in an hour, so I'm actually kind of curious about it. So we might play this again. So we're about 30 to 40% through in this game. It would be interesting if we could actually finish it quick. But let me see. Poor Sayori, you're so mean to her. Yeah, that's... But yeah, yo guys, this is a good stopping point. I'm gonna eat some dinner real quick and we will resume in like 50 minutes. Let me give the sign out really quick. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Guys, if this is your first time here and you're watching from YouTube, hit that subscribe button, show that love and support. Come join us on Discord. If you want the Discord link, let me know. I will put the link right now so you guys can actually get that. Also, if you are watching from Twitch, hit that follow button. It really means a lot, guys. Also, come join us on Discord if you want to be part of this amazing community. There's so many cool people on Discord. I talk with everyone every day. I love them to death. They're my family. Come be part of the family. I love talking to you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I will see you guys in about 40 minutes or 50 minutes or so. It's gonna be 10:30, give or take. I'm gonna probably need some time to digest. So thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I will catch you guys later. Peace. See you in like 40 minutes or so, guys.